Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Gamer's Quest. We're still playing Hogwarts Legacy. So if you recall, last time we just finished the quest where we got the Room of Requirement and we unlocked that. Now I did a little bit of playing in between, mostly to decorate the Room of Requirement, not too much, but I figured all of that would be more or less boring, watching me just make decisions about the Room of Requirement. I might make more changes down the line, but I just felt it wasn't necessary. It was just a bunch of running around and quick fast traveling back to Hogsmeade and back to the Room of Requirement. It just wasn't worth watching. It was just a bunch of nonsense. But something I did end up doing is, so I did decorate a fair bit, but something I did end up doing was I got this blueprint right here. These are called the hopping pots, and you can only have 3 in the Room of Requirement at one time, but they consistently brew a random potion every 12 minutes, as long as you come and collect it. So I felt that was necessary to have, since potions seem to be important. And then I also picked up some growing stations and different seeds so that I can grow various ingredients. There's more that I can grow, but I need larger pot plants, and unfortunately I need money for some of that stuff. So I think we're just gonna keep going with the main quest lines here, or some other quests if necessary. So my current quest is to go to... Oh, I gotta learn the Configurio spell from Sebastian, possibly. And then I do also have another assignment from Professor Sharp, which I learn the Defindo spell. But it seems like I need to acquire and use a Thunderbrew potion against enemies. Thunderbrew potions are... their materials used to create them, I imagine, are at least one of them might be difficult to find, and I imagine it's probably an expensive potion as well. I suppose I could buy it, but doesn't seem that important. We do also have flight test. We have some of the rewards for some of this stuff just isn't totally worth it. If I could do this one, I think I will. So let's see what it costs to buy a Thunderbrew potion. But as I said before, money, at least in the early parts of the game, seems to be hard to come by. So if I can, I'd like to avoid buying my potions. And it's possible that...
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It's possible that my hopping pots could be brewing one right now, so...
Healing
But
potions are a specialty here, should you need any.
let's see what he's got. So, Maxima, Focus, Thunderbrew. See, it's 1,000 galleons to buy that. That is so expensive. I think I'm going to wait on this particular quest. I suppose I could buy some of the ingredients that I don't have to brew it.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Not totally sure. Let's go back to the Room of Requirement one more time, because my potions should be... my hopping pot potions should be almost ready. Oh, also, if you remember, we did just get done with a quest where we found Percival Rackham in a vault, or in a unique place, or he's a portrait, I suppose, to further the story. But oh, I still got 2 minutes left on these. Sorry, I'm gonna add a brewing station in here real quick. So and you can have 7 of these available to you as well. So now you can brew stuff. So yeah, I need shriveling fruit, Schreifel fig fruit, and the stench of the dead. I need 1 of each. So I could buy those ingredients if I really wanted to. It takes 1:30 to brew, though. I'm going to wait the 2 minutes and see what these... another minute or so, and they'll almost have it. I'll add a few more brewing stations here. Add one there. Add one there. Add one at the very back of the room. Now you can also change, like, the, you can change the color and the specific look of each of the brewing stations if you want. This is just the one that I'm just doing random ones, so it doesn't really matter. And I have 7 available to me. And then you can actually just brew whatever potions you want as long as you have the stuff for them. Troll bogies. So some of this stuff I do have. Fluxweed stems are hard to come by. I imagine the stench of the dead and the shriffle fig fruit are hard to come by. And I honestly haven't had to use any Wiggenweld potions at all, so I don't know how... Okay, so they didn't end up brewing one, but that's okay. These should be done too. So, and then you can get bigger pots as well, so you can grow more stuff. But anyway, let's take a look at quests really quick one more time, and let's just do... I wonder if the Defindo spell is going to be... Let's just do this one and call it okay, because there are still some stuff that I haven't gotten access to. Like obviously there's mounts that I can have, and there is there's a, I guess I don't know how to say it, but there's a quest line that involves stopping poachers from stealing, or from collecting animals, and so... But that quest also might be extremely lucrative, even if it sounds terrible.
How nice to see
I don't know. We'll see. Oh, this is another one of those doors. Okay, so let's reveal them. 0 and 3, so we need 2, which means we need whatever creature that is. I can't remember what that creature's called. The unicorn, which is 1. So we need a 7, which is that creature right there. Not sure what that is. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. And we got another chest opened, which means more stuff. Quidditch goggles. Ooh, and we got the tower spire. Cool. Which, that is just more stuff for the Room of Requirement. The different kinds of decorations you can find.
Over here. Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
So I think this might be one of the first quests.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
This might be one of the first quests that get you toward learning the unforgivable curses. I'm not sure, but let's see.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Yeah, I'm curious who this ominous Gaunt is supposed to be, because clearly he's one of Lord Voldemort's ancestors or close relatives. But I don't ever recall that name ever being heard or shown or talked about. Yeah, so because obviously there's Morphin, Voldemort's mother, Merope, and then there's Morphin. I forget who the other one is, but they're all the Gaunts. So I'm not... Let's see, Lord Voldemort was born in 1926. So it could be... I'm not sure. I suppose we'll find
I've seen
out.
Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Confringo. My apologies for mispronouncing that earlier.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
So now we have Confringo. Long-range bolt that deals damage on impact. Enemies hit with fire-based attacks will continue to take damage for a few seconds. Stands to reason. We'll just assign it
Stick to
there.
the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast...
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot. That's it! I think I've got it.
Well done.
Okay.
I
Another
have to
extra
say,
spell.
I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers.
Very interested to
By the
know
way,
why she's
what
not at
was it you couldn't
Hogwarts.
discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me about the port key and Gringotts and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Revelio!
Yeah, definitely the first quest in the... Or definitely the first step in learning the unforgivable curses. I imagine if you go through with learning all of them,
Hello,
that...
Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Well, I immediately dislike that character, but I suppose there has to be characters you don't like. I mean, you can't like everybody. It's just not feasibly possible. Even in real life, I mean, there's just people you don't like or get along with. And that's okay. And that's okay. Okay. Oh, we got some mail to read.
As soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Well, it sure has, Professor Fig. We're gonna come find you. Oop, that's another one of those chests. Need that money. Okay, so now... Oh, where is his classroom again? It's up still. Yep.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa.
I
It can be
need
used
that
to
spell.
levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Okay, after... You know what? That is going to be a far more important quest to learn right now. Because Wingardium Leviosa is apparently supposed to be very, very useful. I'd love to do this one, but I'm still waiting on that Thunder Brew potion. I need a Venomous Tentacula, and I need to use a Mandrake on multiple enemies simultaneously. Wow. I can visit... Should I need any seeds or plants, I can visit Dogweed and Deathcap. My field guide will not guide me through this assignment, but my map should still prove useful. So Dogweed and Deathcap, is that like other locations on the world map? It must be, right? That's Jackdaw's tomb. Upper Hogsfeld. Field, sorry, my bad. Oh, wait, there's one here. Arranshire. Lower Hogsfield. Keenbridge. Yeah, I'm not sure where some of these places are supposed to be. Feldcroft. There's another one down here. Yeah, okay, I'm not totally sure where I'm supposed to find those things. And I really don't want to buy stuff here at the Magic Neep. I suppose I could look and just see what's there. Or maybe I could go to the greenhouse and collect stuff. That might be useful too.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Of course, I don't even know if I can buy these things here.
Greetings. Please, take your time looking about.
Nope, definitely can't buy them here. Okay, so then gotta go to the greenhouse inside Hogwarts. Let's go to the greenhouse and see if we can get Venomous Tentacula there. And the other one, Mandrakes. How interesting. Dittany leaves. Oh, because I was growing stuff here earlier. I'm just going to empty this pot, because now that I'm growing my own stuff elsewhere...
What is the reason for these additional assignments, Professor?
They're meant to help you hone your magical skills outside of the classroom, thus preparing you to learn a new charm, Wingardium Leviosa. Before we plant the seed, we must till the soil. When you're finished with them, come and see me and we'll work on the charm together. I look forward to it.
Acquire and use venomous tentacula. Okay. I mean, I just get the feeling... excuse me. I just get the feeling that they would be available here for free. I mean, of course, what do I know? I'm still not sure of everything. What in the world? Nope, nothing in here. I don't think. Okay, well, let's go back up around the top. I wonder if I can... nothing to do there. I've gotten myself all lost. This is such a confusing little bit of... See, that's where I was before. It seems like they could have made this better, but maybe that's just because I'm being an idiot, which is totally possible. I mean, she talks about in the letter where you can acquire them. I mean, it makes sense that it would be in Hogsmeade somewhere, right? Brood Peck, no. No. No, there's something there. Okay, here's something. That's where it is. Okay. Well then, let's get there and buy Mandrake and Venomous Tentacula. I think it can actually buy the seeds too and grow them, but...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
But I don't have the... There's a... It's like a spellcraft or a scroll that contains the information to build... Because I think you need the large pots in order to...
Come on inside.
Revelio.
Watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Ooh, interesting. There's one inside the shop. quickly hide ourselves. That's a nice additional set of money. Okay, so talk to her.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place.
Well, if you've been
Mind you don't
petrified, you
knock the
can't...
mandrakes. If
Whatever.
there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of
Okay,
what's
so I can
available?
do these seeds. Oh my goodness, they're so expensive. Okay,
Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing
I'll have to
your
do
throne.
them
Oh,
another
I can't
time.
believe it.
I'm gonna buy that.
Always thrilled when a young one
And
makes a wise
that.
purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
I'll have to buy the rest of those
Don't
later, because I don't
always
have a
admit
way to
you'll be
grow
sure
them
to
just
stop
yet.
by soon.
Anyway, acquire and use a venomous tentacula, and acquire and use a mandrake on multiple enemies
Does
simultaneously.
it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Which means we need to go find some enemies somewhere.
Confringo!
Gotta keep finding the field guide stuff. Gotta find them. Okay, now that we're out, we can fly a little bit.
I know a Merlin Trail when I see one.
Potato!
Okay, venomous tentacula is pretty cool to use in battle. You plant it and it's just kind of there. I like that.
Levioso! Accio!
Nope, not one of those.
Depulso!
Maybe Reparo? Could be Incendio, maybe.
Reparo!
Nope, not that one.
Incendio!
It looks like it's something I have to break.
Confringo!
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
That's that. Settled.
Perfect. Okay, there's that. Now we gotta find some enemies and...
Ah, but if the air is cool, it always takes longer.
we need the mandrake.
This is almost too easy. If it isn't Nora Treadwell's guardian...
Potato!
Stop flitting around like a billywig!
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get them to... Oh, now they're much closer.
You're a slippery little shrike, aren't you?
Assignment's all finished.
Well, that's fascinating. You just...
Levioso.
Okay, combat is definitely getting more
beast is safe now.
complicated. Because there's so many different things to use. Like, you can throw the cabbages, the tentaculas, or the mandrakes. How interesting. Alright, and now I need to go attend the herbology class during the day. Seems simple enough. Oh, that's where I went to go find that book underneath underneath Hogwarts.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
And I'm going to have to wait till daytime, which is easy enough. I like that you only really have to attend a single class, and then whenever you want to attend a new one, you just walk into it during the day, and you just have a class. I mean, it's not super exciting, but it is just like an interesting way to deal with it.
To see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it.
It does seem like one of those spells that Professor Pig should have taught you, but didn't because he didn't know how useful it might be. But, I mean, just it makes sense. It's fine. Alright, I've learned a new spell. So, something...
Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse.
Leviosa!
I'll set some crates out for you in the next room.
No, that didn't work. I heard at one point that... So wait, I have 4... Okay, once I unlock all of my wheels, I can just put a bunch of spells, all of the same colored spells, on the same wheel. More or less.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
So now I should be able to move them. Yes, I can move them a little bit. That is nice. Okay.
What are you
Because
up
there are a couple of those Merlin Trials that I was trying to do that definitely require Wingardium Leviosa. Like there was one... Oh, I just saw something that I want to collect.
Rebellion.
Yep. But no, there was a spot where I found... It was outside the world a little bit. Maybe it wasn't. Outside the castle. Let's go to the Beast's classroom. Which we still haven't had a Care of Magical Creatures class yet. So that'll be exciting. We still have to go meet Professor Fig. There's too many things to do. Not enough time. Okay. We were somewhere over here by this bridge, which again is the same bridge that Neville destroys in the 7th movie, at least. I don't think he destroys it in the 7th book. To be honest, I don't even know if they talk about a bridge like that in the 7th book. Okay. There's supposed to be... Okay, let's go down to this Merlin quest trial. Ah, that's what it is.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Come on, get in there. Yes.
These Merlin Trials won't get the best of me.
And I found another one just like it. While I wasn't recording, I did do one small quest that netted me money. So I was like, oh, let's go do that, which took me over to this little village here. But there is another one of these types of Merlin quests, trials, whatever you want to call them.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Small quest. Oh, no, it wasn't here. It was way out here. That's what it was. Yeah, it was way out here. I delivered some potions for the guy in Hogsmeade to this other lady who's also a potioneer, so it's like, why can't she brew that? Whatever. I don't want to get into it. But it's just an interesting question.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Merlin himself would be proud.
My apologies, my audio cut out again, so I don't know how much of that you heard or missed or whatever, but maybe I'll just cut it out. That's probably a smarter decision. Yeah, I'm not sure why my audio keeps cutting out. It's kind of bothersome. Well, let's go to that one. See if I can find... If I can do more of them, I would be pretty happy. Because I need more gear space. It seems truly valuable to have.
Revelio.
Oh boy, we got another one down here.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
I'm not sure how many of these there are, but they seem to be everywhere-ish.
Confringo!
Was that a small chest right there? I'm not sure what that is. Ah. It's just another one of those. That looked like a chest out of the corner of my eye. I didn't know what I was looking at. Okay, is that enough? No, it doesn't seem like it's enough.
Confringo!
Yeah, I don't really want to fight those guys. Well, that didn't work. Okay, well, it looks like I need to fight these things really quickly.
Confringo!
Oh boy. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had picked up that talent.
Protego!
Okay.
Confringo!
Too far,
How
apparently.
would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Okay. Glad to know that those are pretty consistent all the time. Okay. 1, 2, and 3.
That's that.
Okay, that one was settled. Not too hard, just wasn't doing it correctly. And I was still doing that one over there. Yeah, I am starting to get the hang of the flying here. The controls are a little funny to me, and maybe that's just because maybe I'm just used to different flying games. But flying in this one is a little weird. I am just on a broomstick. Maybe it's different when you're on a mount. Probably not, but you never know. Okay, so I had already unlocked this one in a previous video, so we're just going to try and quickly move this one out of the way.
Protego! Wingardium Leviosa!
Oh, I missed.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
And now I've collected 6 of those, and I get another gear slot upgrade. That makes me really happy. Okay, next, I think we're just going to go ahead and do that main quest with Professor Fig. After I do this really quickly. Yeah, so more storage. This one also... No, that's just appearance awards. There's more stuff out here that I just haven't found yet. I'll find them before too long, but... Did I unlock something in the field guide pages? I did. One new item. The Zonko's Chief Prankster coat. And that might give me access to that one later, too. Nice. I still don't know what's necessary to unlock some of the Room of Requirement stuff. Like, I just have no idea. Anyway, to the map. And to Hogwarts, so that we can go visit. He's in the astronomy wing. And we'll just fast travel. Make it easy on ourselves. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, let's go to the Room of Requirement. I should have some potions and some things ready to go. And then we'll do that quest. Wiggenweld, Focus, and Endurus. We got all of these. I could be brewing potions too, but potions don't seem to take as long. Like this one's 15 seconds. Like the longest one is 1.5 minutes. I don't want to have to be coming back so often. So I'm just going to leave my potions alone unless I really need to brew something specific. And I feel like there is a quest out here. Summoner's Court, Match 1. Summoner's Court is popular at Hogwarts. Students often gather near the board, looking for new opponents to challenge. I haven't looked at many of the side quests. There's quite a few. Ooh, this one, Cressida Bloom, has a lofty problem with her literature. Maybe we'll do that one before too long. But anyway, I think we'll call it there for this video. I'm just looking at the time and realizing I should probably go. Thank you for those who watched. If you're liking what you're seeing, or if you're just liking the game itself, feel free to please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.